So when I came to New Zealand in 2012, I was just like, oh my God, this is all perfect. Look, the accessibility. In Brazil, we have like a huge disability movement, people really engaged. We have a lot of people with disabilities in politics. We have like senator that is quadriplegic. You do have representation. You do have people with disabilities in those political spaces. We also have a quota system for employment. What is amazing in terms of, you know, creating an opportunity for people to be inserted in society and contributed. We live in capitalism. If you don't get money, you're not on the game. You don't exist. And being part of, you know, the workforce is something that really makes a difference in terms of, you know, feeling you contributing and having an opportunity. And for, let's be honest, for a lot of people, they wouldn't have any chance because there's a lot of, you know, misconceptions, prejudice, and people think that still there is a stereotype of, you know, you have a disability, you cannot contribute. Here in New Zealand, we don't have quota system. We don't have any representation. We only had major module matters, and now who do we have with a disability? In Brazil, we have amazing legislation. We do have Accessibility Act. We do have, now it become, they pretty much organize all the legislation that we have in one big act, the Inclusion Act. If that flight wasn't accessible, I have, you know, I have this tool to make, look, you guys are wrong, you did wrong, and I can do something about it. Here in New Zealand, you don't have Accessibility Act. Now I'm part of a group, Access Matters. We're campaigning to create Accessibility Act in New Zealand. So, but even though with those differences, you know, here still is way better in terms of accessibility for someone in a wheelchair than in Brazil. So back then I was really involved with the movement, and we were doing like parades to bring awareness, and there we're still fighting for accessible pathways.